Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Gyro here. It's so great to see you join us. Look at my awesome new effect, whatever those effects are called, that I applied to my weapon. It's the Void something something. It's something that falls from Illyria, drops from Illyria in Stormwind, by the way. My cloak is rank 13, and I have gained a couple of item levels also on this second main of mine, who is Unholy Death Knight. You can take a look at my Mother's Archives research before we do this run, and before I talk you through this, I'm starting to develop now secondary kind of talents, not the primary tiers that need research before you get to Gift of the Titans. Naturally, you need Gift of the Titans before you can confidently start pushing masks. This run, my friends, is something that I never thought is gonna happen, because in this run, quite honestly, at this item level, sure, the cloak is a little bit higher than last time I tried it on Demon Hunter, but at this item level, on this toon, I basically got an impression that he feels a lot better than the Demon Hunter. That is basically what I'm going to prove to you, hopefully, as you watch ahead. Did you notice that I put the mask on? And this is not just any mask, my friends. It's the mask of the Long Night, the one that I told you plenty about, the one that cuts your sanity in half. Instead of 1000, I have to play only with 500. And we are in Stormwind. Yes, 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 you're not mistaken, my friends, you're not mistaken. And I still do not think that I am undergeared, no, by no means, but I am not overgearing content in 470s either. That is a disclaimer that my regulars are used to, that I give to the people who are new here perhaps. You're welcome to join our little club. Please subscribe if you like Horrific Visions or would like to casually run them like we do here primarily. Alright, so again, what am I demonstrating to you in this run? Is it a guide? No, not full on, not per se. If you missed the previous video where I am demonstrating to you the talents that I'm using on this Unholy Death Knight, and that work very well for me in my lazy rotation, in my non-specialist kind of gameplay. But now I'm pushing this build further by taking it through harder content. Yes, with improved cloak, of course. The cloak at rank 13 is reducing corruption effects by 70%. That's fantastic. And I have Gift of the Titans, of course. Plus in this run, what you will pay attention to, my friends, is that I am noticing exactly I'm still, as you can see, I'm not using any add-ons that are making detection of the bad and good fluids easier, which is dumb. Yep, so if you're serious about this, you probably should install the add-on, and I probably will do it for the next runs, but I didn't, okay? But I will be paying attention to that. I already noticed what liquid is the bad one in the corner of that first area, Cathedral Square, that I cleared. Please refer to my earlier videos in case you have no idea what I'm talking about. Kind of no point probably repeating myself all the way from the beginning. But when you're pushing with diminished amount of sanity, any help is very welcome. So a couple of things to point out to you before I drift off, and you can just keep watching the video in nice and calm environment of your own home, is that, you know, so those fluids, those vials that you drink, they give you only 100 sanity, right? So when you have 1000 sanity, then it doesn't feel like it's worth your while sometimes, right? Because 100 is only 100 out of 1000. But when your sanity is cut in half by this beautiful mask that I'm using right now, right? Then 100 suddenly becomes 1/5 of that. So that's quite a lot, wouldn't you say? Also, same thing is applying to something that perhaps is also, again, not obvious unless someone points it out. The Elite Extermination talent, the one that gives me 200, like watch right now when I finish off this guy. Look at my sanity bar and look how much comes back with the Elite Extermination giving plus 200 when I kill him. Take a look. Boom, almost full bar again. Well, of course not full bar, but like almost a half of the bar came back because of how short the bar is relatively. So that is just to tell you that luckily this mask did not proportionately reduce the amount of goodness that you get from all your talents and fluids and all of the other kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is that if you're using the Mask of the Long Night, all of those fluids, all of those talents become even more so important to you. Obviously, the god of them all is the Gift of the Titans. And to achieve Gift of the Titans proccing as much as possible, as I said to you in the previous videos, the ones that were more guidey, I recommend obviously controlled pulls. Do not pull too much, because damage climbs up and, you know, before you know it, you're not a tank, and reality will remind you about that. But basically, my point being that if you pull quite many mobs like this group, there is a relatively high chance that one of them dying is going to proc Gift of the Titans. And you need that Gift of the Titans in order to push further, naturally, yeah? Okay, so that's that. Definitely watch out for negative mechanics, but that should come without saying. But just like the vials become important, just like your talents become important, such as the Elite Extermination in this particular case with this mask, also watching out for mechanics becomes very, very, very important. For example, well, we're about to fight the fire guy. We fought him 500 million times, okay? So there is not much I can tell you except for watch out when he has a drink. Well, obviously don't stand in the fire, yeah, that goes without saying. But when he has that sip of a drink, when he's about to start blowing fire, this moment, go to the side, continue DPSing. Watch out for that dark illusion or whatever it's called that's marching towards you. It's very, very slow. It's very slow. It's not very hard to avoid. But if you pay attention to those mechanics, you're gonna be okay. You're just gonna be okay. And for some reason, guys, I don't know, again, to justify a little bit of the claim that I made on the thumbnail of this video, with my Demon Hunter, who is a little better geared, not by much, but a little better geared still than this Death Knight. But with Demon Hunter somehow, maybe because he's in leather, maybe this is exactly when one starts feeling it, maybe because he doesn't do as much area of effect damage, he just doesn't. But somehow, overall, I'll let you be the judge. Please leave me a comment down below in the comments. I love talking to you, I love hearing your impressions and everything. Just tell me how you perceive this. Do you agree? Does it look like better than Demon Hunter runs? To me, it does. To me, it absolutely does. Now, spoiler alert, and something that is kind of for you to understand if you haven't subscribed, what to subscribe for. Well, first of all, I have heaps of alts, and the more I do this, the more I want to do this, guys. And I can't wait for Shadowlands, obviously, where we will be doing the same with Torghast. But for now, I have other alts. Once I do more masks on these two guys, before it gets too boring, I'm gonna start doing my Monk. I'm gonna start doing my Druid. I'm gonna start doing others. So we have a lot of time to spend together and learn and have some fun. So subscribe if you haven't already. That helps with my motivation and helps you entertain yourself. I hope so. But basically what I was gonna say to you is something that I forgot, believe it or not, because these are unscripted little ranty commentaries, which I am making very conscious effort to keep more on point these days rather than talk to you about the weather. But yeah, so overall impression to me is that, for example, laden feet, yeah, the debuff of this area of Stormwind, which sucks. Oh my god, it sucks so bad. But my god, it doesn't feel so horrible on my Death Knight as it did on Demon Hunter. Did you see right now how low my health went? My Death Knight would have been dead by now. Dead. Absolutely dead. In fact, he was dead before, on a couple of my failed attempts that I'm now not bothering to even show you. So yes, spoiler alert, the one that I was trying to give you, is that, believe it or not, I did manage to clear Stormwind with 2 masks. Don't tell anyone. At my item level, I managed to clear it with 2 masks on my Demon Hunter. But that just happened very, very recently, and I was already planning to do this video first, plus it kind of progressively increases the complexity of content that I'm doing on this channel. So I thought I'm gonna introduce this, plus these are 2 different classes, so both videos kind of have the right to exist. But this is something that's coming your way in a couple of days, as I release videos every couple of days. My regulars know it, my non-regulars don't perhaps yet. But I'm super excited, even saying that this class, Death Knight, feels at the moment almost better than Demon Hunter. I'm super excited to share with you that 2 mask run on my Demon Hunter in a couple of days. So that is, spoiler alert, hopefully exciting spoiler alert, so that you're gonna see that, guys. So that is something for me to point out to you. Anything else? Look, everyone complains about Umbric, so wait until you get to Umbric and we will get back to him. But here with Shaw, so I spawned the orb just to be safe, but then I moved into the area where he stealthed to pull him out of stealth, and I went back to the orb. This is a tactical move. Now, what Shaw does, and what you might not see in this frenzy or in other videos, what Shaw does is that he periodically disappears and starts spawning those kind of explodey, little shadowy things on the ground. There are 2 or 3 of them, of those explosions, while he remains stealthed. Those ones. See that? See that? When he does that, you need to move. You need to move very quickly, and you need to run, basically, and you need to run, well, running in circle around the area where he was works well for me, because he obviously targets the area where you were. If it hits you, it hit me at the previous cloak level of like rank 12 for about 40 sanity per hit. And it hurts, yeah, obviously. And if it hit me now, it didn't. But if it hit me now with this mask, already with less sanity available to me for me to play with, that would be a very costly mistake. Don't do that to yourself, okay? So watch out here. Coming back to Umbric that I mentioned, no, I didn't forget. Umbric, everyone complains about Umbric, and for a good reason. But to be honest with you, with a pet class like Death Knight, it actually is so much easier. Oh my god, like, and I don't know, I started talking about leaden feet and then got caught up in the bad pronunciation that I have of that word. Somehow, and wait until you can see my pre-announced video with the Demon Hunter doing the 2 mask run, yeah? Wait until you see it. Somehow, these leaden feet, let's just pretend that that's how you say it, they feel not so bad on the Death Knight. I don't know, if I haven't done my homework and didn't check my passives. Maybe there is something that prevents to slow down Death Knight slower than a certain level. In fact, I suspect that there is something like this. In fact, I think that there was a talent ages ago called On a Pale Horse. I don't know if they kept it. But now, even talking to you, I'm thinking it must be the doing of something like that. Because he doesn't slow down to the level of the Demon Hunter, where Demon Hunter basically needed to stop and stand and rest, as they say, yeah? This guy didn't. Keep watching, you will see. And because that debuff doesn't work so bad on me, and because I have a pet who just runs ahead and whatever, somehow Umbric was not an issue. Honestly, he wasn't. He was more of an issue for my Demon Hunter. Yep, he was. Even though on Demon Hunter I also succeeded on the 2 mask run, which I will show to you again in a couple of days. Time. Patience, my friends, patience. It's content release. Yeah. And that's probably all I wanted to say to you. I'm very excited about this. This was super awesome. Of course, higher levels of Cloak are helping. Of course they do. And Gift of the Titans, mwah! Gift of the Titans is, oh, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Anyway, please enjoy the rest of the video, listen to my upbeat music, and let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed this, and if you did, subscribe, because there is a lot more of the same of where this came from, okay? Alright, Gyro here signing off, and I will talk to you in a couple of days. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.